Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to BattleTech Heavy Metal. I think we are going to, like I said last time, just follow these travel contracts over to Krakatoa. So let's get in the air. I don't think we really have anything else to do. I thought about messing with the mech designs a little bit, but I think I want to just take this trip to get things building. Or to get things repaired, finish some of the builds we've already set out. We still want to try out the mortar on the Hunchback and stuff. One thing we do need to do before we leave is set a new ship upgrade running. So I think mech tech points are still our primary concern. Let's see, we could get 2 tech points in 30 days for 450k, or 2 in 20 days for 270. Well, that seems better. Okay, yeah, so we'll just hit one of these.
Sure thing. It'll take a bit, but we'll get
That's nice and easy. We should be able to get our mech tech points almost maxed out pretty soon. Now, to the manufacturing facility. There's an awful lot of money on the line here. Also, some priority salvage at 3.5 skulls. It could be stuff we actually need. I'm gonna go ahead and take the job like this.
Calculating course now, Commander.
We'll see what happens. It may end up being the case that we we don't get a lot of parts of value, but we're just gonna hope that that's not what's happening. Also, new flashpoint added. I'm very curious about that, but for right now, let's just leave this on normal. The cost is going to continue to go up as we get more mechs. It will also go up as we hire more pilots, because we have, of course, those salary costs. I should probably be looking at the shops, looking at the hiring halls. We should have more pilots than this. We have room for way more pilots than this. And I guess everyone that we're employed that we're never using is just wasted money, I suppose. But also, it's good to have emergency backups. And sometimes you can have 2 or 3 or 7 emergencies in quick succession. It does happen, especially if you tend to play your mechs in what some might describe as a needlessly overly aggressive way. Judgmentally might describe in that way. So we're just a little bit over a quarter of the way through the campaign. Let's not go into the contract right away. Let's have a quick look at how we're doing on score. Currently at 169,000. Obviously, we're working real hard on just earning money and taking contracts. We are not anywhere near any class completions, I don't think. For every 100 points of experience currently on a pilot who is in your barracks. So this is not a thing where we could train up a pilot and fire them and get somebody new in. We want to just max people out. And the more pilots we have, the quicker we're accumulating this on everybody, because of course there's that, the training simulations that will train up people who are low, so I really should hire some more people on, is what I'm saying. We're doing our best to visit as many star systems as possible. The 25,000 points for star system completion is very unlikely to occur. You really have to plan your route out for this, and I just didn't, so unfortunately, we're probably not going to get that. We're working on making some people like us and some people hate us. I mean, we're doing well. We're definitely going to be able to max out morale. We're definitely going to be able to cap our mercenary review board reputation. Yeah, I think we're on track for a decent score here. Okay, one more part of that catapult. One more part of that Cyclops. Unfortunately, not the right Cyclops. We could finish our Vindicator 1R. This is a mech that we don't have yet, right? So it would probably be worth doing. Plus accuracy AC 20, plus damage AC 20. Okay, those are interesting. We have no idea whether or not we might like another mortar. And let's take a quick look at the hiring hall as well. Are there any... Okay, there's a couple of soldiers who have a reasonable number of skill points already. I don't really want to be hiring on 2-2-3-2s. But this is all stuff we can worry about later. For right now, let's do the contract. For right now, let's make some money, shall we? I guess we also have to wait for the... I wonder if I had pressed the launch contract button on the main screen of the world, if I would still have had to wait for that to generate. Okay, I gotta be honest with you. I was expecting this place to be a mostly empty backwater. It's a desert planet and stuff out in the middle of nowhere, but actually... there's a lot of money on the line here. So we've discovered that the Federated Suns have reactivated an old manufacturing facility in this system. To maintain the balance of power, Capellan Confederation needs to capture this facility. I can do that. I can capture a facility. I'm better at destroying facilities, but I can attempt to capture. Okay, here's a question. Do we want to try out the Mortar Hunchback on this run, or do we want to maybe run him on something a little easier? We're not probably going to find much easier than this on this particular planet. Yeah, let's give him a shot. We got to find out, right? So we'll pull the weaker Centurion. Yeah, the AC-5 LRM-20 Centurion. Throw him in there. And then do we want to use all our top-level pilots? We could bring in one of the weaker ones. Let's maybe have it be the Hunchback. Yeah, Trampoline can drive the Hunchback. We'll test the weapon systems, see if there's... And if it turns out that we accidentally made a terrible mech, we have Sensor Lock, right? He can still contribute in some way. It has 2 medium lasers and an AC-10. It is still capable of fighting without the mortar. We're going to get one shot with this thing. It's got to be good. Gosh, I hope this is good. We spent so much money on it. And also so much repair time slotting it in. And if it turns out to just be a thing that does, like, 10 damage in an area. I mean, there's no way it would be, right? But, like, I guess that's an interesting question. What would be the number where I would feel like we got our money's worth? What's a good enough value to hit every mech in an area with? I guess to some extent that depends on how big the area is. If it's a large enough area, 50 or something might be good enough. I wonder how it determines damage if it, like... It probably makes an attack from the center of the area toward whatever arc the enemy, whatever arc that area is in. I did a bad words there. You know what I mean. It makes an attack from the center of the area toward whatever arc of the mech is facing that center. So maybe we could use it to hit people in the back and stuff. I'm going to keep idly speculating till the game lets me shoot it at somebody. Okay, looks like we're going to be getting to that really quickly here. So, a couple of mechs grouped up. That's good news for us.
You got it.
40, 50... Okay, so not very impressive enemies here. How dare you?
Waiting on you, Commander.
Alright, where is the... Ah, here we go. The mortar button. For 10 to 50 damage per Oh, okay. It hits every location. Boy. It probably doesn't include the head, right? If it does 10 to 50 damage to the head, that seems a little bananas. On units within the blast radius, which is, okay, fairly large. Not super long range. I guess it's like, it's out to sensor range. Okay, that's interesting.
What are your orders, Skipper?
Let's try to figure out how best to use this. I'm gonna have you fire from over here so that we can maybe jump onto the hill afterward. Or maybe we wait for everybody to come forward. I'd probably wait for everybody to come forward. Some pretty poor target locking on their part. And an assassin, not exactly the most dangerous thing against mechs of our size. I'm surprised by how easy this lance is. I'm assuming there must be at least one additional lance.
Damage minimal.
Maybe multiple additional lances, who knows. Okay. There was no delay at all there, so they don't have any mechs that move on too. Makes me more certain than ever that there must be additional lances. Let's see, the assassin only has one evasion. We can jump up here, get a ton of evasion, get really hard to hit. This will give us all of the intel. So we have a trebuchet, another assassin. Yeah, these guys are not exactly terrifying. I wonder what the best way and time to use the mortar is. It would strip a significant portion of the armor off of these guys. So I guess that's something. You know what? If you open up an enemy's armor first, and then fire a mortar, you're guaranteed to deal damage to the unarmored section. So it might be a good way of trying to critically hit ammo bins and stuff. That might be a thing worth thinking about. So who do I care about most here? It's probably the trebuchet. No, it's definitely the trebuchet. But trebuchet does have damage reduction and I think we still go for him. Well, I wonder if the mortar deals stability damage. You would think it might. Does it do enough? It is a large enough area to hit all three of them. I'd have to move forward a little bit. I probably
Good to go.
don't need to use it here. I still may. I probably don't need to. Alright, hold on. Let's have
Skipper,
the Centurion move up and take kind of an
acknowledge.
okay set of shots here. Strip a little bit of evasion to make it more likely that the crab can finish things off.
What can I do for you? Coordinates received.
I think I'm not going to fire the UAC. At these odds, I don't want to spend the ammo.
Roger that. Firing on target.
Wow, that really did not do a lot of stability damage.
Coordinates received.
Yeah, this might not be the moment when we need it most, but I'm curious. We're going to just do a little test here. So I'm watching their stability damage.
This is gonna be a beautiful kaboom.
Stop. Hey. Let it be my turn so I can look at what I have wrought. So we launched that mortar in a position where it was behind this guy. It did do damage to his rear armor. It also stripped some of the armor off the front. It seems to be a little erratic. It dealt damage to the rear armor of all of them, actually. Okay, so it's really good then for opening up holes in the rear armor of mechs. Yeah, I'm not really sure what the best,
Confirmed.
what the absolute best way to make use of that is. It's definitely compelling, though. I think it's a cool toy.
I'm rolling.
I think we probably just try to put this guy away. I think we could core him. But if I can do this without spending the resolve, then we get over our inspiration threshold, which would be really nice. I would love to be inspired. We could jump forward here. Like, obviously, I want to finish off the Treb as well. He has a lot of damage reduction, but he also has an exposed center torso.
Waiting on you, Commander.
I guess let's wait on him for a second here.
Moving out.
That's a really bad time to miss.
Want some more? Huh?
It would have made him unsteady, too. I'll just let the Griffin sit here and be hard to hit for a minute.
Damage minimal.
Yeah, I was really hoping that we could clean that up so that the crab could try to kill somebody else.
Standing by.
Okay, I don't know why he thought it was a good idea to run out of cover, but we are going to punish him for it.
I'm catching some serious shit here, Commander.
He did not, in fact, run out of cover. Like, he's clearly not in cover anymore, but that tile apparently still has cover. Feels like a little bit of waste to have her attack the crab, which is so easy for everybody else to kill. I guess I could just give him like the LB-20X and give this guy everything else. Yeah, that's not too bad.
You get a headshot, and you get a headshot.
I don't know. I guess it's an okay mech. You know? The crab's doing alright, I guess. Oh, I thought for sure that was going to be a kill without having to aim.
Critical damage detected.
I thought for a second there that dude was running over with the intent of meleeing the crab. Oh, probably ought to vent some of this coolant. It does seem like we should be able to weaponize the coolant vent. I guess I could have just, like, shot a lot fewer weapons.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Even just leaving the snub off there would probably have been fine. We're going to reserve down to Crab Punch, and then we're going to Crab Punch.
I read you, Commander. Moving out.
Objectives complete. You're clear to move on.
You don't usually get to run past the enemy and melee them in the back. That was really nice. I'm not moving anywhere.
Stabilizing. Engaging.
We're all just going to sit here and engage our coolant systems.
Resting my mech.
Okay, now we can move.
Waiting on you, Commander.
I feel like the facility is pretty scouted at this point. There we go. It's a Star League era manufacturing facility, alright. That does sound good. I do love a Star League. Alright, one assumes there will be, yeah, like I said, at least one more reinforcement mech, because that was definitely not a 3.5 skull enemy force we just took out there.
Moving out.
You got it.
Well, we now occupy the facility. Do we just stand around and wait for them to come to us? Just like fan out here and look for enemy signatures?
Waiting for orders.
Maybe nothing's going to happen at all. It is increasingly looking like nothing is going to happen at all.
Got eyes on hostile.
Okay, hold on, we got something now.
Heading your way.
Those guys definitely just teleported into being. So that's a catapult. It's a C4 model. Ooh, catapult, warhammer, cataphract. That's an alright lance, man.
Engaging jump jets.
Can probably drop this guy pretty fast. I'm assuming his AC-10 is... Oh no, wait, his PPC is in that arm. His AC-10 is on that side, though. You know what? Let's try to take his leg. Boy, he has a lot of leg health. Maybe we just go for the center. Because, like, we're probably going to want to pull pieces from the Warhammer and the Catapult for priority salvage, right? As much as I like the Cataphract, I don't think we have as many... We might not have any Cataphract pieces. Boy, I ought to make a list. Okay, we did somehow manage to get there.
Enemy mech. Critical damage.
I mean, we have actually a huge amount of damage here, especially when we get to apply the laser on top of it all.
Commander?
Hunchback, you are in a somewhat dangerous position here. That said, I'm going to reserve down... I want the crab to act next, I think. So let these enemies approach. So I want to know what hits on this leg look like.
Good to go.
I assume we're going to be able to fire just the lasers at this range? Yeah.
You betcha.
Works fine for me. Not a bad start.
Waiting for orders.
With him down in that valley, I can't get a Ooh, I can. I can get a bad obstructed straight shot. I'll take it. So he only has 105 health left in that leg. I'm going to give him everything.
Engage target.
Gotta be pretty close.
Critical hit. Good to go.
Alright, Trampoline doesn't have nearly the aim that everybody else has. Also, I don't love leaving him out in the open like this.
Coordinates received.
But it sure would be nice if we got this shot. Ah, that's not even the correct side of the mech. That is the opposite corner of that mech. Don't really want to just stand still.
Commander?
Why don't we make this Crackle's problem? Crackle probably will not be visible to the enemy. Let's turn off the UAC. We don't need it. You know what? Might need it. Yeah, we'll just give him everything again. Okay, we got there. I could have turned off the LRMs, probably.
Target down.
The remaining mechs move on 2. I'm gonna reserve. It's a very cautious play by them. Okay, it's a fair amount of damage.
Taking a pounding, Commander.
I'm not going to say that I'm worried exactly, but it's... You wouldn't be crazy to be worried. That's a pretty big hit.
Right, Commander.
I mean, I hate to just go for the same play over and over again, but maybe we go for the legs? We could also aim for the head. Obviously, either of the UAC shots hitting the head would be pretty strong here. I'm going to try to get lucky. Okay, I hit everything else.
Critical hit.
Well, we can strip his weapons off pretty easily here, I think. 60 damage and 40 damage, and on the side that has the larger amount of health, we're firing into ammo bins as well.
On my way.
So do I want to precision strike it? Yeah, probably. Now, you know what? I'm not going to, because this is going to knock him down, and then we'll be able to pick at him with the other mechs for free. We may end up just coring him. I don't really want to have to deal with him and also the other mech that we're about to have to fight, and it sounds like a lot of work, a lot of dangerous work. It is possible that with these fancy new weapons, they have increased the amount of damage that can be output by mechs in a reasonable way to levels that are unsafe for the rest of the game. I want to back him off. I just want to make sure we're still in sensor range. I'm a little worried that a hunchback has no real place in this fight. So we're going to back up, try to become invisible, and just sensor lock the opponent.
I've got a sensor lock.
And then we'll let him move forward and fire his screwed up weapons.
Damage minor.
Feels like you might maybe missed your opportunity there, my friend. Alright. So, it's easy enough to just take the legs.
On my way.
Are we going to have to vent here? I'm not going to go for the lucky headshot again. Wow, even with a coolant vent, huh?
Right, Commander.
It's just very hot out here.
Critical hit, Commander.
Alright, well there's a couple of points of pilot damage. And there's a pretty non-zero chance this ends right now, right? Ooh, I may end up coring him accidentally. We need 100. Oof, yeah.
Confirmed.
Pretty good odds on the accidental core here. You know, it happens.
Affirmative.
It is difficult to aim away from the biggest part of the mech. Yep. Oh well.
Enemy mech destroyed.
That's alright, we got plenty of salvage to bring in.
Mission successful.
So, I think there are 2 versions of the Warhammer, right? We have 4 out of 5 pieces of one of them. I don't remember what we have of the other one. So this may or may not complete a Warhammer for us. It does! Hooray! And then, sadly, this is the catapult that we don't have all the pieces of. Do we maybe want to just grab the cataphract bit instead, then? You know what? I think so. Ooh, plus 2 damage LRM-15. That's a pretty nice piece of loot. Plus 10 damage medium laser. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff here. I think I'm going to continue focusing on just getting mech bodies finished for the moment. Oh, they gave us the LRM. Well, that was nice of them. One of the benefits that often goes unspoken of the higher levels of priority salvage is that you get a way higher chance of randomly pulling other good stuff out of the pool as well, since you're getting so many items in total. If you pull like a 523 or something, you're getting all the good stuff there. Alright, not a big fan of a mech that is designed to be equipped with PPCs, but listen, nobody's born perfect. We are all the people we are made. We could probably do something for him. And I have to say, I'm actually, like, relatively pleased with the mortar. I don't know if it was worth the amount of money we paid for it, but I do think it was worth picking up. It's worth some amount of money. So do we want to just go straight on to Penitent Justice? I think so. That's a lot of pay. A longtime enemy of the Capellan Confederation has unexpectedly turned herself into local authorities. That's not how you use into. And will now be extradited to another system for trial. However, the Federated Sons does not want to see her testify and will try to blow her the hell up. Get in there and stop that from happening. See, ordinarily I would say, stopping stuff from exploding, not really in my wheelhouse. But they want me to do it by blowing up other stuff, so, you know, I get it. I can hang with this. Do we want to take 4 pieces of priority salvage on a 4-skull mission? Do we maybe want to go to 5? I mean, we're talking about a lot of extra money for each point of priority that we don't take. And we do have, like, black markets around. There's definitely value in just spending a whole planet building up cash. But also, we still need lots of parts. I'm going to go 1.2 million to 8. And I'm probably just going to run... Let's not do the Hunchback thing here. Do I want to run the other... one of these? We do have the other Griffin available now. So 2 large lasers and an LRM-15, as opposed to the... well, effectively an LRM-15. As opposed to the LRM-20 plus AC-5. So that's 45 plus, like, 80. Whereas the Alpha Strike on this guy is 80 plus... And that large laser is probably, I think, is plus damage, too. Oh no, it's bonus crit chance. Not as good. This thing probably runs really super hot, though. Yeah, let's bring the old standby Centurion, because at least it does not burn through things so quickly. And I'm gonna bring Tire Fire. Let's bring a pretty experienced squad. This is gonna be a tough one. We must escort the prisoner, make sure she does not get blown up. Unfortunately, the King Crab is not the greatest at escort missions on account of it has trouble keeping up with a tricycle. We'll just hope that they drive slowly enough. I think they try to stay near your mechs, usually, during the escorts, so maybe we just need to slow roll everybody else so that the crab can be in front. They'll stay around him. I suspect Davian will do anything to eliminate her, Darius says. That's pretty serious. But let's be honest, we all know exactly what they're going to do to eliminate her, and it's send a bunch of guys down in giant robot suits.
Command interface initiated.
Well, I like this map. Alright, we have friendly units under fire. They are already under fire. Let's move quickly then. Around this mining laser? Is it a giant mining laser facility thing?
Engaging jump jets.
Unfortunately, the crab's going to have to go the long way around. Oh, actually, can we... I'm not 100% sure if I can get down there this way. I guess we'll find out. It looks like that last step is a pretty big one.
Copy that, Commander.
Waiting for orders.
Nope, you cannot, in fact, get down that way.
Enemy detected.
Alright, Phoenix Hawk. Some kind of little tank. A Thunderbolt. Ooh. Thunderbolt might be high priority. It's got moderate weaponry. Actually, Phoenix Hawks do a fair amount of damage. This is probably the highest priority. It's nice that he's not particularly tough. Never mind, that's a Demolisher. Paired AC-20s. That guy goes first.
I hear ya.
And I should make sure that I'm getting some evasion here.
Affirmative, Commander.
Yep, let's start with this. How did I manage to hit opposite sides of the thing with my UAC?
Damage minimal.
I'm a little leery of having the Griffin run up and just crush it because I'm worried that that is also a Demolisher. But I mean, they do have to die. Get 5 evasion. I mean, I should probably do this in such a way that I reveal the thing, right? We should know what we're up against. If I jump up here... No, I'm still firing in the frontal arc. That's a shame. Okay, that's a PPC carrier. That's a little bit less dangerous. So... do I want to just try to dunk this guy right away? I think I do. I think I'm gonna trust that people are gonna handle... Oh, you're kidding me. Did you really leave him alive? 19.
Waiting on you,
Ugh.
Commander.
Yeah, that's not good. That's side armor, so we can't guarantee a shot from the front or anything. I am going to... hope that the thing is fixed. Wow, that was a really stray shot. And yeah, it looks like the aim shots on vehicles might still be weird and bugged, because that was a... not even a single one of those rockets hit the area we aimed at. And given that we had an 88% chance, like, that should not have happened. Not impossible, of course, but very unlikely to have happened that way. Wow. Nice tight shots. Okay, that could have been a lot worse. Well, the good news is it should be pretty easy for us to clean up these 2 vehicles now. Apparently I cannot stomp on the PPC carrier. I sort of want to just try to gut the Phoenix Hawk from the back, though. I'm going to be really reliant on everybody else getting the rest of the job done, but it sure would be nice to just have that thing be gone. Ah, that takes me too far out of the angle. Gives me 4 evasion. Also, it's a really bad shot. Better. I mean, if I do something like this, I'm very reliant on everybody else. And nobody has the shot on the PBC carrier that he has. So actually, let's just do this. That's overkill. Yeah, we'll just endure some more fire from the Phoenix Hawk to make sure that thing goes down. Okay, we might want that Centurion to fall back. That center armor is going to fail any second now. This will have to do.
Here we go.
Hey, here's a problem. Nobody can actually see the Demolisher anymore.
Confirmed.
They're going to get to go first on their turn. So basically, I have to move to within visual range of that Demolisher to have a chance of hitting it. I can't do it from away. I can do it from here. That would at least let me shoot frontal. I think we're safer doing something like this. Which unfortunately means we're firing into the stronger side. I'm going to try an experiment. We're going to aim for the side panel.
I got you.
Okay, I think the shots actually did hit the side panel.
So much for that little guy.
So maybe it was just weird bad luck that caused me to miss those shots a moment ago.
Coordinates received.
You know what? Let's go ahead and
Firing
aim
every
this.
shot.
So I'd really love to just not have to deal with this thing next turn. There you go, you know, like that. Just pound a couple tons of metal through it all at once. With that leg.
Warning. Armor breached. Internal damage.
I don't usually keep important components in the leg, so it's probably not a big deal. Alright, well, this is the best we're going to be able to do. LRM-15, SRM-2, large laser. Yeah, that removing that arm would seem to be pretty high value. Or we could once again go for the... Wow, those are heavily armored legs. Never mind. His whole deal is pretty heavily armored, but those legs are a little bit too much. We couldn't even get him anywhere close to his unsteady threshold. I guess you don't have bulwark. It doesn't really help you that much to get cover.
Engaging jump jet.
On unsteady.
Got it. Critical hit.
What are your orders, Skipper?
Alright, I'll take that, and then we should be able to get a knockdown here, which means that the, maybe we should be able to get a knockdown here. Maybe I turn off the large laser, since what we're really going for here is stability damage. Okay. We got there, but only by a little bit, too. I think turning off 2 launchers would have made it very difficult.
Waiting for orders. I read you, Commander. Moving out.
What do we actually want to target? How do we want to kill this guy? Wow, really? Still too hot. Yeah, how do we want to kill this guy? Leg is looking pretty tough, or pretty rough. And we can just take a lot of his weapon systems off.
And there's more where that came from.
Making it so he can't damage you is definitely a viable strategy. It turns out, when you destroy the center torso, the pilot becomes incapacitated. Who would have known? Who would have thunk it? Okay, definitely do not secure the convoy rally point.
Got it.
Let's let everybody get over here first.
Don't need to tell me twice.
Roger that, Commander.
So far, this has not been so bad. You're done.
Stabilizing. Engaging coolant system.
It is going to be like 6 more turns before the crab is anywhere nearby.
Acknowledged.
So what does the terrain look like around here? We probably don't want to go up on the hill. My guess is they're going to want to follow this road.
Got
So
it.
setting up on the hill back here is just going to end up with our dude being out of range really quickly. Don't you dare stop in that capture zone. And I'm sort of just like running back and forth to maintain evasion charges, I think.
Got it.
That's a weird extra movement point to have available. I guess actually we want to go this way, because I want to go down the slope.
Confirmed. Holding and cooling.
I hear.
Skipper.
No, wait,
Waiting
sorry.
on you, Commander.
Okay, I'm just going to have everybody brace.
Engaging coolant system. Stabilizing.
Alright, we fanned out to some angles that hopefully will allow us to, like, maybe get a crossfire going or something. Alright, convoy will try to stay near you for protection. Boy, they're really taking that seriously, huh? I guess we're going up this road. Not this way. I guess, yeah, this turns into not a road pretty quickly. Does feel like these guys could go a little bit faster. Well,
What can I do for you?
again, the crab's really got to set the pace
You
here.
betcha.
Ready to rock.
Now that we know that the Griffin was accidentally going in the right way, it must, of course, juke off to the side and do nothing useful for a moment. Can't just have this thing leading us around by the nose. I wonder exactly how many enemies we're looking at here. My guess is, like, 1 more lance. I'm hoping only 1 more lance. Kind of weird for them to split up like that.
Right,
Do I want to
Commander.
jump up on this thing? Well, it's certainly not with you. Does the Centurion want to jump up here? Yeah, it's going to make us a little bit less nimble positioning-wise, and that like there's a very small band of spaces we can be in up here. But the height advantage could be useful. So the ambushers are maybe not going to show up until we get really close.
Engaging coolant system.
Moving to position. On my way.
I got you.
Yeah, I assume that's what's happening here. When the first one of our vehicle units enters the hexagon, that's when stuff will kick off again. Boy, I sure wish they could complete their animations a little bit faster. This is with the fast versions of the animations turned on, by the way.
On my way.
Well, I'm feeling pretty good about our positioning.
Moving out.
Affirmative, Commander.
Unless all the enemies appear behind this guy, in which case we're totally doomed. Oh my god. You guys are such slow drivers. I'm not even really referring to the animation speed here, it's just like, it takes them so many turns to get anywhere.
Engaging coolant system.
Affirmative, Commander.
Alright, please. There we go. And there we go. Seems weird to me to wait until the vehicles enter the escape zone.
Until the package is under
Right? Wouldn't you want to arrive, like, I don't know, 10 minutes sooner? Alright. We're killing our engines until they return. What are you I'm right next to you. I'm like... Well, that's not exactly a nightmare because we can very easily get close again while keeping the Centurion back. It is a little bit annoying that we lost a turn of travel time on that.
Good to go.
Alright, we need to let you get as close to the convoy as possible.
Affirmative.
That's a huge amount of evasion. What the hell, man? You know what? I'll fire everything. We're probably gonna miss most of this. This shot is mostly about removing evasion. Although I guess I should have sensor locked, if that's the case. Let's let the other mechs come forward. Okay, so we got a full lance. There's a 75-ton something there. 75-ton something that can almost kill a vehicle before we even know that it's around. Okay, so we're going to lose that APC. They have decided that they're all going to focus fire on it. That's a shame, because that's a bonus objective. That's money. Boy, they have some weapon systems, huh?
Waiting on you, Commander.
Wait, why can I not go around that way? And the Griffin can't move at all? Something very strange is happening.
Engaging jump jets.
Okay, these guys are not fully armored. So I think we just try to go to the center on this dude. Ah, man. I don't have range for my missiles.
Engaging target.
And we gotta remove some of these things from the table, right?
Good to go. Pedal to the metal.
Yup.
Yeah, sadly we've just not left ourselves with very good options. Can you get... Okay, from right here you can take a frontal firing arc on him.
Roger that, Commander.
Man, it sure would be nice if we could get a little bit more damage in there. That guy up on the hill, he's still not moving. So we're gonna have to get Tirefire Centurion up on that shelf with him, I guess?
Whoa! Easy on the armor, buddy.
That's really annoying. I wish that if he wasn't willing to drive from there, that he would not have gone up there.
Time to fly.
Alright, let's just keep working this dude. We can get rid of one of them.
That's a kill.
Alright, now we gotta make the other ones feel like I am a greater threat to them than the vehicles are. Which you would not think would be difficult, but so far it's proven a little tricky. Alright, turn real left. Try to keep that leg safe. Why, that's a Marauder. I think... Ooh, that's interesting. I think we have a few pieces of one of these, don't we? It's a shame he has all that defense. Still, he's not as heavily armored as some of the stuff we've gone up against recently. We still might be able to knock him over or peel one of the arms or something. So he's got a PPC in each arm, AC-5 ammo in one shoulder, the AC-5 itself in the other shoulder. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. Feels like the legs to me. Too much high firing.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
And that leaves us under 30, doesn't it? Yeah. That's a shame. But we do have the appropriate appropriate firing arc here, at least. I'm going to need to start closing distance, though, if I want to stay relevant in the battle.
Copy that.
Come on, get that leg. Gotta be close, right? 38? It's not as close as I was hoping. No. Come on, survive. Okay, my bonus.
I hear ya.
My bonus yet lives.
Got it.
Kind of want to just hit this guy.
Commencing Alpha Strike.
Wait, did both of those AC-20 shots just, like, careen off of him? They visibly hit him. We know he got hit. But he sure didn't take any damage from either of them. Okay. You're in, and thank you for the contribution. Is the one up on the hill still not moving? Yes, that is the case. The one on the hill is still not moving. We might be experiencing a bug. I'm going to give this guy a little bit of a prod, just that he realizes that I am here and that he needs to pay attention to me. Looks like his armament is mostly actually on the left side. At least that's where the LRMs are. I'm just gonna go center.
Roger that.
The quick draw is not one of the mechs that I'm thinking of taking home salvage from, so we don't have to be particularly careful with it. 36, huh? It's just 2 PPCs. Well, it's 2 PPCs and an autocannon. There's no cover available anywhere. Yes, it's going to be a rough situation all around. Alright, I think the right play is to work the Wolverine. I could probably get either one of these guys.
Engaging jump jets.
We have 38 resolve left, so I would like to not use Precision Strike. Fortunately, I do have side arc shots on both of them, so we can just... There's a non-zero chance I just tear right through this guy, especially if we get some early hits on the structure of the torso instead of on the arm. They're both frustrating and dangerous, unfortunately. Alright, let's do this one. Wow. Managed to strip all the armor off of all the body parts on that side without actually destroying anything.
What are your orders, Skipper?
It's kind of a miracle.
I got you.
Speaking of, kind of a miracle. Alright, thank God.
Inflicted some nasty on that sumbitch.
There is some chance that we're going to be able to just crab his other leg. No, we got up first. Well, we still might. It's going to require a little bit more luck now, though. If we end up coring him, we end up coring him. It's not the end of the world.
What can I do for ya?
Alright, who else on their team still needs to go? It is the quick draw. So yeah, maybe that's what I should do, is move up and just hammer the quick draw. Can I do that from the front? I think we'll have a little bit more.
You betcha.
A little bit more luck there. Actually, maybe it's the LB-20X. Nah, don't be silly. Turns out anything after the UAC is overkill anyway. Okay, an interesting decision. feel like his weapons are still in totally working shape, and I would rather have fired. But
Damage minimal.
listen, I'm not going to pretend that I am never seduced by the allure of punching robots. It is fun every single time. He's got me there. How close is he to dead? Can I safely ignore him? He is not close to dead. Just really want to run over and shoot at this guy's other side arc, try to get that leg. You know, maybe I return the favor here.
Engaging physical attack.
So I'm just thinking I could desperately use a cooldown time.
Good to go.
We have pretty good odds here, but it's a lot of damage to get through.
Moving to position.
I'm gonna go for it.
Right, Commander.
Because I would not mind bringing this thing home. Sorry, bringing multiple pieces of this thing home.
Skipper?
Do finish off this arm, we get nothing for it. This is a tough call. I think we probably want to finish the... Well, I can't finish the Marauder off with indirect fire from this mech. So never mind. I'm just going to put everything into the Wolverine.
10-4. Critical hit.
Oof.
Waiting for orders.
If you had Precision Strike, I might go after the leg.
Moving out.
Definitely going to have to turn that off for a while.
Here we go.
Okay, got a little bit lucky there. I was figuring there was a reasonable chance that we get a knockdown,
And like it.
either by taking the leg or just by putting enough extra stability damage on with the LB-20. And then that makes this guy way easier for the Griffin to kill on our next turn. And yeah, we had to do this in kind of a dumb way by killing all the enemies rather than by having the convoy do the thing it's supposed to do, but it looks like we are at least getting there. Alright, please, please, please let this work.
Engaging target.
Ah. Should have been so easy.
Critical damage detected.
Snub PPC does so much damage.
On my way.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. So we don't need to fire everything. In fact, if we do fire everything, there's a pretty good chance we just core him. But I'm definitely uncomfortable just using the AC-5. Let's try the LRM-20. We should be able to get enough damage out of the LRM-20 to take that leg out. Absolutely should have gotten enough damage. No reason for there not to be enough damage. I mean, we could try the same thing with this guy, I guess.
Let's see what you got.
Did I miss both? There was only one shot left in the UAC, right? I was gonna say. The odds on that should have been pretty poor. And I bet they were. Yeah, we got fed some pretty bad luck there. It's gonna happen. The game's got variants.
I hear
Good news
ya.
is, that guy being alive means the King Crab gets to attack before the Marauder. Certain twisted kind of good news. Do this, and boy, odds of a core are high.
Roger that. Firing on target.
I did get the leg. Okay, we got the leg and also the torso, but not the center. So there should be 2 pieces of him in the loot pool, which is nice. And none of the vehicles got destroyed, because the enemy got distracted from their mission.
Like that.
Nice to be the only one, or nice to not be the only one that's happening to. Okay.
Good to go.
Feels like we should probably have it under control from here. I think things are going to be alright, everyone.
Engage target.
Although we are running remarkably low on ammunition. Yeah, that one turned into a little bit of a slog. Here's a problem. If that vehicle never moves, can we not win?
Coordinates received.
Try to put guys everywhere that I think could possibly trigger it to move.
Confirmed.
It's
Acknowledged,
starting to
command.
worry me.
Affirmative. Coordinates received.
I'm not allowed to aim at it.
What are your orders, Skipper?
We're gonna get everywhere around this thing.
Got it.
Wait. Nope. It took so long for the enemy turn to process there that I thought maybe.
Yup. Ready to rock.
Well, this seems not great.
Got it.
Okay. I think this is broken. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to call it here for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to try to fix this off camera. And I guess come back tomorrow for the thrilling conclusion. Not to leave y'all in suspense, but I'm pretty deep in the suspense myself at this moment. We'll see you then.